The 2022 Ford Ranger XLT. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your Ford video guy, bringing you news, updates, and information on your different Ford vehicles, including this great video on the complete guide of the Ford Ranger. We're going to talk about the XLT trim, what's standard equipment, what's optional, different packages available, a lot of different packages in the XLT trim. Some of those we can show you on this particular vehicle, but also we're going to go over some different standalone options too. So full complete guide video for you. So if you're wanting to build your own, have one custom built, you're going to know exactly how you can get your XLT Ranger built to your specifications. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit the red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe over to the channel, hit the notification bell. That way you get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to the YouTube channel. So this is going to be a very long video, so we will have timestamps down below. So if you're watching this on mobile, you can see the actual different chapters down below. If you hit that little arrow by the title and kick down that description, you can see the different chapters down there. Watching this on desktop, just click on in the description to the different links of the different timestamps there, and you can move around the video, as well as information about our free shipping, which we'll talk about at the end of this video. So if you want to get a vehicle from us, have it shipped right to your door, there's more information about getting free shipment and how that works, so you can get a vehicle ordered the way you want it to from a dealership that knows how to build the vehicles delivered right to your door. So let's go ahead and dive right in and talk about some of the mechanical features first, and then we'll go turn the thing around and show you the exterior accents of the vehicle too. So mechanically, you can get these. Let's talk about the configuration first, because if you are on Ford's website, you can go to their build and price, and you can configure the Ranger to your specifications. These are available in either the Super Cab configuration or your Super Crew configuration. Super Cab will have a 6-foot bed. Super Crew will have a 5-foot bed. So it gives you that length of the bed based on your cab configuration. Both of the configurations, all four of those, are available in either two-wheel drive or the optional 4x4. If you do go with the optional 4x4, you are going to have an electric shift on the fly. So electronic shift on the fly, it's going to be located right by the gear shift there. You have 4 low, 4 high, and 2 high, of course, for your being able to shift that 4x4 into position when you need it. Also, these are going to come standard, and only engine available on these is a 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine. It does come with the auto start-stop technology as standard equipment. So auto start-stop means if you come up to stoplight, stop sign, it's going to shut the vehicle off. When you let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. Now you can deactivate that on your trip by pressing the little A with a circle around it. This particular vehicle does not have that, because something that they're doing for 22 is because of chip shortages, they have removed the auto start-stop on all of the Rangers other than the Tremor package vehicles. So just keep that in mind. Your vehicle, if you order it, it'll add a auto start-stop removal, which is an optional equipment, automatically to your vehicles, all the Rangers with a 2.3 other than the Tremor package. They will come standard with the 10-speed automatic transmission with select shift. Select shift means if you put it in that sport or the S, shift it back from below drive to the S, that select shift, use the plus and minus beside the gear shift there to be able to shift it up and down through your different gears like a manual transmission would. So it comes in handy. You can do that when you're maybe going off-road and that kind of thing. It can really help if you're wanting to shift down that way, coming down a hill and that kind of situation like that. So real nice in how that works. On the front, you will have independent front suspension. So real nice because it's independent of each other, so that way it gives you a little bit better ride. Keeps it stable though on the back, not rear independent suspension on these, but that gives you a great ride on the Ranger as well with this vehicle here. You will have EPAS, electric passive and electric power assist steering. So that way, if you're going slower speeds, it's a little easier for you to turn the wheel. Faster speeds, it's going to stiffen it up, so that way that wind doesn't push you from side to side when you're on the highway. So EPAS is a real nice feature to have there. Talk about some safety precautions. It does have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, which means if there's someone in front of you and they're going slower than you and you're not stopping, it'll alert you and let you know that there's someone there. You need to hit your brakes, preloads those brakes so that when you go to hit those brakes, it's going to stop on a dime and hopefully avoid that accident with the vehicle in front of you. So that's a real nice safety feature there. It does have 911 assist, so if you Bluetooth your phone in, it's going to call 911 directly if you had an accident, and that way it'll help people come to your safety a little bit quicker that way. Some other things that this is included in this is your lane keeping system. So lane keeping is standard on the XLT trim, which means 3 different functions of that. You do have a driver alert feature, which means if you have that activated, if you take your hand off the steering wheel too often, it's going to alert you and let you know that. Also, you do have a lane keeping aid system and alert system. So the alert system will allow you to leave your lane, but when you leave your lane, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel. On the aid system, it'll help keep you in your lane. So you'll go over to those lines, kind of use torque vectoring to bring you back into your lane. So it kind of keeps you in your lane that way. Now, a couple other things that are help from getting your vehicle stolen, taken, different things like that. You do have security lock, passive, and a theft system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle. So as soon as you shut the vehicle off, it's going to activate that secure lock, passive, and a theft system, so another key can't start the vehicle. Of course, put the coded key in there, then it's going to disarm it, so that way you can start the vehicle. Also, on the XLTs, you do have perimeter alarm systems. So the perimeter alarm makes what that allows you to do. It has intrusion sensors as well as inclination sensors. So if you have the vehicle locked, somebody intrudes, breaks the glass, gets inside, move around on there, it's going to set that alarm off. Also, if they're on the outside, if they raise it up, try to take your wheels or something, it's going to also shut that sensor off as well. So what's great about that is keep in mind those sensors inside. Not sure exactly how they work, but you know, if somebody's already inside when you lock the vehicle up, it's not going to have that vehicle go off. So like if I go to the grocery store, if I want to go in somewhere, let's say Walmart or something, my wife wants to stay in the vehicle, and I don't want somebody coming up and opening the door on her, and I want to leave it unlocked. So if I lock it, well, she's moving around in there, it's not going to set the alarm off. So it probably detects whether or not there's people in the vehicle when you lock it, and whether or not that's going to work. So just keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and move this turntable around, move it to the front. Now this is a Splash Edition package here, a Splash package. So the stock and the standard equipment will look a little different. So we'll be pulling some clips from Ford's website so you can get so you know what the standard and what that's going to look like on the vehicle as we go around this. Now, as we mentioned, this is going to be dedicated to the XLT, so there are some differences from the Splash Edition package with different grille and bumper. So we'll show you the clips from Ford's website. First, the grille. So the standard grille will be the mesh grille with the silver surround on the grille. So all trim levels will have their own dedicated grille. So that's going to be the grille that's standard equipment on your 300A base equipment XLT trim. Also, the bumpers are going to be body colored steel bumpers. So they're going to be, in this case, it will be the Velocity Blue steel bumpers as well on those. Talk about the headlights here. You do have halogen headlights. They're automatic, which means they're automatic feature. If you put in an auto setting, they'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. Also wiper activated, which means if you have your wipers on, yes, the headlights will come on as well. So that in some states, that is a state law, so Ford's got you covered for that. You also have configurable daytime running lights as well, so you can have those daytime running lights on with the vehicle too. You do have the halogen fog lights, standard equipment on your XLT trim. Don't see that as standard equipment on your XL trim, so that's a nice upgrade when you're going on up here. And then let's not forget the auto high beams, which is one of the Copilot 360 features, suite of features that's standard equipment on your XLT. Auto high beams, just like your automatic headlights, if it's dark enough outside, it'll turn those high beams on. If a car approaches you, or if you're in the city lights, it's going to automatically turn those auto high beams off. Now, there's a feature you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section. The reason I mentioned that is, like, we don't use the auto high beams in our family because we live on a windy road, and we'd be flashing those high beams on those houses because in those windows and such, and so we don't want to do that. So we actually deactivate that for us, but some people, they're going to find it a great feature to have. So let's move around to the side and check out some of the features on the side of the vehicle. All right, so there are a couple things about this, of course, special to the Splash package, so we'll let you know those as we talk about them. First, the fully boxed steel frame on this, so that is something very dedicated to talk about because that makes it a stronger frame, stronger than any other frame in its class. It does have your front and rear gas shocks. And for your springs, you're going to have front coil springs and rear leaf springs on the vehicle for stability there. So talking about the wheel, you do have a standard is a 17-inch silver painted alloy wheel. So giving you a clip from Ford's website what that wheel is going to look like. Two-wheel drives will come with the all-season tires. 4x4s will come with all-terrain tires. So it depends on what drive system you have, what tire you're going to have there. Also will come with ABS as well. Analog braking system, and you will get the tire pressure monitoring system as well as standard equipment on these. Wheel lip molding, so this one it is black, but standard is going to be the body colored wheel lip molding, so it would be the Velocity Blue in this case. Your fender badge over here is going to be the Ranger with the black surround, so it should look like this one here, but I'll show you a clip from Ford's website if it's different than this one here, so that way you can see that. Also, you're going to see on the mirror caps is the body colored, or I'm sorry, the black molded in mirror caps. So that means instead of being body colored where it can chip the paint if you get rock chips and such, this is going to be more durable and you won't notice it as much. Black molded in means they take the color black and they put it in the mold when they make those. So you're going to see that, as well as on your door handles, is going to be the same way too on the door handles. Now for your mirrors, it is a manual fold mirror, so you can fold it in and out. So if you want to fold it in, if you're in a parking lot, tight spots, that kind of thing. Also, you will have a power mirrors as well with this. Bliss system, standard equipment on the XLT Ranger, so that means the blind spot information system. If there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to let you know by putting a light in the corner of that mirror. If you have your turn signal on, it's going to blink it so you know there's somebody there because you're wanting to turn into that lane. Also monitors your trailer, so the blind spot of your trailer as well. So that's important to recognize and know there that it's going to do that. Also, cross traffic alert, if you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to alert you and let you know as well with some of those same features, as well as a message on the dash in tones that it's not safe to back up. So love how that all works there. Also here on the side, you'll see this graphics here is part of the splash package, and running boards are optional equipment. We'll get into that just in a little bit here. You will have child safety locks, so on these doors here, you can, on the Super Crew models, Super Crew versions, not Super Cab, you will have the child safety lock, so you can turn that, lock those doors out, so that way if you have the vehicle turned off, the kids can't get out and open the doors on you. Super Cab versions, of course, you have to open the front door to open the rear door, so you will not need that. Your fuel tank, 18-gallon fuel tank, and then also you just press it, open it up. Easy fuel capless filler door, so no cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Double door system, so you just put the nozzle in there, you're good to go. If you do, run out of gas and you need a gas can or something, you will need to use the funnel. We'll show you where that's located here in just a little bit in the video. I think I've covered everything. Let's go ahead and move to the back of the vehicle here and show you more features back there. Now moving to the back, first one we want to talk about is the rear glass. You do have privacy glass in this rear glass in the back windows, which I didn't mention when we're on the side. You do have rear defrost back here as well. You do have a center high mounted stoplight up there with the cargo light or the bed light up there. So center high mounted stoplight, that's your third brake light. So people that are a little bit taller vehicles can see that, as well as you have the cargo lights if you need to see inside here. When you unlock the vehicle, they'll turn on, or when you open the doors or the tailgate on the vehicle there too. You back here, you do have LED tail lights back here. So LED on the back. So that means people can really see that you're stopping, as well as you're going to have your backup lights. You will have a rear view camera, so you're going to be able to see behind you as you're backing the vehicle up. You will not come standard with reverse sensing. We'll talk about that and where you can get that feature in just a little bit. Also, your bumper is going to be the body colored steel bumper, just like the front one. You will have molded in black bumper cover here, as well as the door handle is also going to be that same finish there too. It does have a jack inside the vehicle. It's actually located on the passenger side, behind the rear seat back there. So showing you a clip of where that's located. That's where the funnel's located as well. As we talked about earlier with the Easy Fuel capless filler, if you run out of gas, you need to use a gas can, you're going to need to use that funnel to open that second door in there. Also, you do have a spare tire under here. So speaking of the jack, you have a full-size spare located underneath the bed back there. You will use this little hole right here to turn that key and open that up, so then you can put that in there and lower that tire down. I do have a video on the F-150. Ranger's done the same way. You can check that video out if you want to know exactly how to use a spare tire. Never know when you might need it. So just to let you know that there. And then inside, forgot to tell you, it does have remote keyless entry. You can unlock, lock it, and it does unlock and lock the tailgate as well. So we unlock it, unlocks the tailgate, lock it, it locks the tailgate. With that, I unlock it, unlocks it. So on the XL, you actually have to use the key, but on the XLT with the flip key, it is the tailgate is powered along with the doors. In here, you will see 4 tie downs inside the bed, so 2 towards the back and then 2 towards back here by the tailgate, so that way you can tie things down, keep them down and that kind of thing. They've not upgraded newer ones to what the XLT and even the Maverick has in a way of some tie downs on the tailgate itself, so really surprised they didn't roll that over into this year and include it. Definitely we'll probably see that into next year's, of course, but that's kind of thing. And now this spray and bed liner, that is optional equipment. We'll get into more options here in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and dive inside real quick and cover some of the interior features. Now, moving to the interior, you do have two different color interiors that's available for you. You have either the ebony interior, like you're seeing with this particular vehicle, with environment through there. You're going to have also a medium stone interior as well that's available. So I'm showing you a couple clips of those, ebony first, of course, and then the medium stone after that, and what that's going to look like inside the vehicle. Now, again, this one, the seats are going to look a little different because of the upgraded package, splash package this has on the vehicle. Now, let's talk about airbags and such. As I kind of span across, you will have a driver and front passenger dual stage airbag that points at different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. You also have safety canopy airbag with rollover sensors that's going to deploy down from the side if you have that rollover situation in the vehicle. So those are the different airbag systems. Carpeted, you will have carpeted flooring with carpeted mats, looks like front and rear. This one has them in the rear as well, so I'd assume that's going to be standard equipment on that, so carpeted mats as well. You're going to have upgraded seats from the XL trim, so premium cloth bucket seats here. For the front bucket seats, you will have a 8-way manual adjustable seat. So you do have a lever up here in the front that allows you to pull that seat forward and back. You also have a lever that helps with the recline, so you can recline that manually back and forth. Also a lever to allow that seat to go up and down, which is the one right in the front part of the side over here that allows it to go up and down. And then you do have manual lumbar as well, and that lumbar can come forward and back there. The passenger seat over here on the front will have a 6-way manual adjustment seat. So it's going to have a lever on the front so you can slide that forward and back. It's going to have a lever on the recline so you can recline forward and back, and a height adjustment as well. So that's when the passenger seat will have a height adjustment just like the other. The only difference is it will not have the manual lumbar. Rear seat back there. Super Cruise will have a full bench seat back there with of course under seat storage for that, so you can pop those up and see the under seat storage like you're seeing this clip right here. So you can have the under seat storage as well. The Super Cab versions will have the more like a bucket seat back there with the seat cushion that can be removed. So you can remove the seat cushion off of there. I don't know if I have a clip from last year or not, but you can remove that, still have under seat storage on those two back there. It does have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children, so there's spots on those seats that you can securely, whether it be a rear facing or a front facing car seat, you can fasten those down securely, not using those lap belts and the 3-point harness, as well as if you have a front facing car seat, you can latch it on the back behind the seats where you would pull that back to get to the jack. You can pull it back. You can see the harnesses to harness those front seats back against the back seat. So I love how that works. And then behind the console, you are going to have a 12-volt power point back there. This vehicle doesn't have that because it's an upgraded version, 301A. We'll get into that just a little bit, but you normally will have a power point behind that console back there. Here on for the windows, you will have power windows for the front as well as the rear on the Super Crew models. Super Cab, power windows just in the front. Your driver will get a one touch, which means if you just hard click once, it's going to go ahead and roll that window down. You don't have to hold it, as well as coming up, the same feature there. Power locks, of course, they're on the door, up by the door handle. Unlock lock is up there. Steering wheel, you have a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Levers over here on the left side, just pull that down and go up and down, forward and back for you, so you can get it just right. On the steering wheel itself, let's actually talk about the lever first. The lever over here on the left side, of course, up and down is your turn signal. On the end down there is where the lane keeping system is activated. So you just press that button on the end, that'll activate your lane keeping system. You can adjust whether you want the aid system, alert system, and the driver alert activated through your settings section there under your driver assist features there. The lever over here on the right, of course, going up and down is going to be for your wiper. So if you want it all the way up and that such, when you put it in that first notch, it is your intermittent. Then you turn the dial that's there up and down, and that's how fast, how often your intermittent is going to turn that wiper on. Or you go another notch and it turns it on. Of course, as you go up a third notch, it's even faster. Here on the steering wheel, on the left side, there's a D-pad that's right there on the left side. That D-pad will control your 4.2-inch productivity screen right there. So real nice and easy to be able to use that using that D-pad. Below that is where you're going to see your cruise control. So cruise control on the left side over there, standard equipment on your XLT trim. On the right side, you'll have a D-pad over there, and that's going to control your volume controls, presettings for your audio, those kind of things, changing the source of your radio without having to take your hands off the steering wheel. The buttons below that have to do with your Microsoft Sync technology. Bluetoothing your phone in, making and receiving phone calls, and muting your audio, some other features, settings, home screen, and such like that, right through this. These buttons are right here. Speaking of the console area, and this center stack is what we like to call it right here, you have dual zone auto climate control, so the driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures, so it comes in real handy if the sun's coming in from one side versus the other. So for your audio, AM FM 6-speaker audio sound system does come standard with Sirius XM satellite radio, so you're going to have that standard equipment. Also, it'll also come with the Sync 3 system with the 8-inch touchscreen. So like you're seeing with this particular vehicle, so you can make all those different features there. Also includes Android Auto, Apple CarPlay if you want to integrate those in with your phone using that. I love using my Android Auto with mine. Rear view camera is going to come into view on that screen as well. All those other different features. Ford Pass Connect as well. Ford Pass allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. So it's an app you download, you set up your vehicle, you have to okay it by being in the vehicle. Then you can unlock your vehicle from anywhere. You can remote start your vehicle from anywhere. You can schedule remote start times and even locate your vehicle using the app. And that's where you're going to see all your rewards points as well, so you can keep track of those. So we can get some free service and such. When you purchase a vehicle, you get enough money to pay for your first oil change and such. I think it equates to about $210 you can use for accessories if you want as well there. On the mirror, rear view mirror will be a day-night mirror, standard equipment. This does have an upgraded to it, so you'll have a lever normally under here that you switch that up and forward and back to be able to move that for cars that come up with you with those bright lights there. Overhead console bin. This one does have a sunglass holder as well, so you're going to have that, so you can put sunglasses in and such, and your interior lights located up there. Let's talk about the media hub area down here is what I always like to call it. You do have 2 12-volt power points right here, one on each side, so driver and front passenger can have one. Also, you have 2 USB ports down there. Those are smart charging USB ports for your sync. That's how you would get the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay to come up. So you have 2 of them located down there, and a little bit of storage to put things down in there if you like to as well. Did kind of talk about these buttons here. This one has 4x4, so it does have the shift on the fly there. And then in front of that, you will see that's where your auto start stop is. Shows you a clip of that earlier. This vehicle must have gotten produced before they made the change to removing that. And then you do have those switches there for your traction control on the right over there. And then, which I didn't talk about that earlier, does have the electronic traction control. We can activate and deactivate here, as well as that, I believe that is for your tow haul mode right there. That's what that little trailer is right there. And then, of course, your shifter is right here with the plus and minus for that select shift transmission when you put it and you take it down to that S. You do have your parking brake is located right here with a boot on it. And then you do have 2 cup holders as well as a console. So you have an armrest there. You can see the driver's side sticking out just a little bit further, so that way you can, depends on what size you are, it'll fit there. And then you do have a little lever under there. Open that up. You have some compartment. You can put some things down in there as well inside there. So I think I've covered all the interior features. So now let's move into talking about the 301A equipment group, which is that mid equipment group, and then we'll move on to the 302A after that. So everything we've talked about so far is all standard equipment on all of your XLT Rangers. So we call that the 300A standard equipment group, because we are going to talk about 2 other equipment groups. And some of these equipment groups include several features. So instead of being a package, it's an equipment group, because some of these other packages might require like the mid or the high package, high equipment groups. So that's just the package, the equipment groups we're referring to. So this is the 301A equipment group, called the mid equipment group as well when you're looking on the Ford's website, build and price site. So it does include several features, including an appearance package. So of course, first thing I want to talk about is the reverse sensing. We did see it on this one. This particular vehicle does have the 301A equipment group. So we'll have the reverse sensing system. So those 3 little dots on the back of the bumper, that is your reverse sensing. So as you're backing up, not only are you going to be able to see behind you, but now it's going to alert you if you get too close to anything as you're backing up. On the interior, you're going to upgrade to the leather wrap steering wheel now. It'll have the black stitching instead of the orange like on this one, because this one is going to be different because of this package. But it'll come with the leather wrap steering wheel, as well as the shifter boot, and the brake boot will also be leather wrapped on those as well. Rear view mirror, and that goes from the day-night rear view mirror to the auto dimming rear view mirror. So there's no lever to worry about. The car's coming behind you with those bright lights, it's going to automatically dim the mirror for you. Also behind the console, you're now going to have an outlet as well as 2 USB ports. So it's going to change that from that PowerPoint 12-volt PowerPoint back there to the of course the outlet back there, and then 2 USB ports as well. So now that'll give you 4 USB ports in the vehicle and an outlet behind the console. That's really nice to have. So also with this equipment group, you are getting the Sport Appearance Package. We're going to talk about the Sport Appearance Package in just a little bit. We're going to do that when we get to packages after the 302A equipment group, but it will be the first one I talk about right after that. Now we're going to talk about that 302 high equipment group, and this includes all the features that we've already talked about as part of the 301A equipment group, including the Sport Appearance Package, which we're going to talk about after this clip, and we'll talk about the features of that, but then also give you some other features as well. On the exterior, it's going to give you not only just the power feature, but now you're going to get power and heated feature on your side view mirror over here. Also, you're going to get the manual sliding rear window on this rear glass. So now you have the privacy glass, you'll have the rear defrost, and you'll have the manual slide rear window back there. Also, on your remote, you're going to get remote start as well. So you can remote start it with the FordPass app. It takes a little longer for it to initiate and such, but if you're close enough, you just want to remote start it, pull the keys out. It's much faster doing it that way. You will have remote start on your remote when you're in close enough proximity to the vehicle. And then on the interior, you're going to get upgraded with power adjustable seats for the driver and front passenger. So you're going to get an 8-way power adjustable seats for the driver. It's forward and back. The seat cushion, I think, goes up and down, plus the back as well as the front, as well as you have power lumbar. Still have the manual recline. The passenger seat will get a 6-way power adjustable, so it'll go forward and back, up and down, and then you will also be able to use the power lumbar over there, and then you're going to have the manual recline on that seat as well. Heated seat for the driver and front passenger as well, so you're getting the heated seats, the heated mirrors, and some nice power upgrades to the seat. So this is a popular equipment group for those. Now the reason there's a manual adjustment for the recline, you'll say why not power that? And that's because for the Super Cab versions, you need to be able to recline that, move it forward, just like in the Mustangs. You'll never see a power recline on the Mustangs either because it's easier to get those people in and out. So there you go. That's the 302A equipment group. And now let's talk about that Sport Appearance Package. Okay, now what I want to do is talk about some of the different appearance packages that are available, and these most of these appearance packages do require either the 301 or 302A equipment group, which we just talked about. And the first one comes with the 301 and 302A equipment group, and that is a Sport Appearance Package. And so what I want to do, the rest of these, I really don't have a vehicle to show you this, so we're going to go over to Ford's build and price and kind of show you what this looks like. So here I kind of have a screenshot of that. So if you go to Ford.com, you do click on the trucks and vans at the top up here. And then if you go down to Ford Ranger build and price, click on it there, and then you can pretty much configure. Now we're going to kind of base this off of the Super Crew version right now, and we're even go 4x4 and then hit start your build, and that's where you can pick your cab style and such like that. So this is the color that we had earlier. So as again, you can see, does have the for appearance wise, you have the front grille. It's a mesh grille with the surround and the body colored bumpers that are steel bumpers but body colored. So as we mentioned, we kind of talked about that earlier. You have black surround and the chrome on the fender vent up there too. So what we're going to do now is kind of show you what the different packages. Now first thing we need to do is go to packages, and we're going to have to select the 301A. We're just going to go ahead and select the 302A, but again, 301A. And you notice when I did that, it automatically gave me the Sport Appearance Package, because that is, if you go down here to the packages, automatically selects it because that's included in the 301A or 302A equipment group. So as you can see here, go into that. Now keep in mind too, with the Sport Appearance Package, that is included in those two equipment groups, and you cannot get this package in conjunction with the Black Appearance Package or any of the Splash packages, or with the Tremor package either, or the Black Appearance Package. So it's its own appearance package. So there's a lot of appearance packages on the Ranger, but they're not incompatible with each other. Of course, you can probably see that. So talking about this now, if you look at the grille, it looks different than it did as a standard equipment. So you can see it does have the black mesh grille with the magnetic surround around the outside of that. And then your bumpers are going to be different. Instead of the steel body colored bumpers, they are now magnetic painted bumpers as well, and you can even see it, the front part of that bash plate looks a little different as well, because we happen to select the 4x4 version with the front tow hooks, which
I forgot to mention with standard equipment on the 4x4s up there too. So you're actually going to see that different look there. Also, your fender, your wheel lip moldings go from body color to that magnetic wheel lip molding. I'm just double checking my notes here. That it is body colored. No, it is actually black. So it's hard to see there. Maybe we can get a better clip of that. But they're black, so it's real hard to tell between gray and black. But there you go. You get a little bit better look there. That is the black wheel lip moldings on that. And then your wheels too. Notice they are magnetic painted sport wheel. That's a 17-inch. That is going to be standard equipment on these too. So that's kind of what your looks going to look like there. And then that vent cover is going to be magnetic on the outside. I don't know if I get a good close-up of that or not, but so you can kind of see there. It does have the chrome accent still, but instead of the black on the outside surround, it's going to be magnetic around there too. So you're going to have that different look. And of course, your door handles, everything will be the same. You will get the sport decal on the side, whether it be if it's a 4x2, it'll just say sport. If it's a 4x4, it'll say sport with the 4x4 on the side there. And then your back bumpers also will be magnetic painted steel bumpers back there too. So kind of the look that you get on the outside, as well as I believe on the it's all an exterior appearance for this package. Now you can get as optional equipment. We mentioned it earlier. You can, or I'm going to mention on the I kind of recorded already out there, but on the splash package too, all these appearance packages, you can add the optional running boards on those. They are going to be the black running boards. So if we go ahead and go down here to the exterior features, and we want to add those boards, usually it's a section by itself, but not on the Ranger. So on the F-150, it's its own section. So if I click that, you'll see adding those to the side there, giving you those side boards. Kind of hard to see in those images. There you go. There's some images there, but there you go. So there's a sport appearance package. Now, and there is an option if you want to go with more of a chrome look, you can add the chrome appearance package instead. Again, does require to have the 301A or 302A equipment group. Is not compatible with any of the other appearance packages. So you can't get it with the black appearance package or the sport or the Tremor off-road package or any of the splash appearance package. So let's go on up here to our packages again. And in this time where it has the sport, we're going to actually click on the chrome. It'll probably give us a little warning there. There you go. It does tell you that it's going to remove the sport appearance package as well as the running boards because they're not, you cannot get the black running boards on the chrome appearance package. So we're going to hit yes, and then give us some look of what that's going to look like. So now, again, kind of changes the look of it. Now you have that black mesh grille with a chrome surround around the outside of that grille. You're going to get your chrome bumpers, but you can see it still changes. The bash plate stays the same over there. And then you're going to go back to the body colored wheel lip moldings like you did see as standard equipment on those. The fender vent is going to be a chrome accent around there instead of the magnetic as part of the sport. And then you're going to get a dedicated wheel, which is making sure the size 17-inch chrome wheel there. So it looks real sharp there. And then, of course, the tires are going to match with, just like with the others, with what you have as standard equipment now. And then your door handles are going to be upgraded. This is the one time that you're going to see upgraded door handles, chrome door handles there on the those door handles. So that's a nice upgrade. I'm just double checking that because I thought I did not see that as on here. Yeah, door handle and tailgate handles as well on the back. So and of course you're going to get, if it's a 4x4, it'll get the 4x4 decal, not say sport, won't say chrome or anything. Two-wheel drives will not have a decal on the side. And then on the back, chrome bumpers, and then the chrome door handle back there. And you get a chrome tail pipe, or the exhaust tip is going to be chrome as well for that package. So real nice appearance package. So a couple of different ways you can go there for that. Now, if you want, you can even go with the black appearance package. So if you have that, like that black look, you can go to the black appearance package. You can see the cost on those if you go from those. So, now maybe I should go back just a second, because if you look at the sport appearance package, there's no cost because it's part of 301A or 302A. That is included. So if I'm on the sport appearance package, right, and then I hit yes, I want to kind of show you this. So now if I look at the chrome, it is no cost to go up to the chrome. So basically it's allowing you to go either the sport or the chrome for the same cost there. But then if I go to the black appearance package, you'll notice it's more expensive. So just so you know the cost and the cost change on that is. So we do remove the sport appearance package. So going to the black appearance package, really cool look here. Again, this is not compatible with your sport appearance package, chrome appearance package, splash appearance packages, or the Tremor Off-Road Package either. Double check on that. Yep, it is not, because the Tremor Off-Road Package gets its own appearance package, and that's why it's not compatible with these. And then on this particular one, you cannot get the bed utility package, which we're going to talk about a little bit later with this one here, because what's included in the bed utility package, there's something that's included in this package instead. And so that's why you can't get the bed utility package. So this does require to have the 301A or 302A equipment group, just like with the other two appearance packages. And as you can see, it does give you the black look. So you're getting the black mesh grille with the black surround. You will notice the Ford emblem, though. It does have a black accent to it. So it's one of the few times you're going to see the blue Ford oval be changed to give it a dark tint to it. But it's dedicated. And then you also see your bumpers are going to be body colored on this package. And then you're going to get the black bash plate up here on the front, right there where those tow hooks are there. So that's the one time you go from that silver to the black there, and then still keep your fog lights and everything there. And as you see, wheel lip moldings are going to be body colored, like you would see on the chrome appearance package, or like you would see on the stock 300A. And then you're going to see that black wheels. So check the size on those. They are an 18-inch. They did seem a little bigger. 18-inch black painted alloy wheel with a black center cap. So really dresses it up. And then your fender vent is going to go to black on that surround. I think it might even be black inside. It's kind of hard to see from here. Nope, just says black surround. So you're going to get the black surround there. So that's real nice how that looks. And then the black steel exposed bash plate for the 4x4. Now we did go 4x4, and that's why it has that. And now if we went back to 2-wheel drive, it might look a little different. And then your emblems on the side, 4x4. You're going to go back to the black door handles, like what's the standard equipment there, and black mirror caps. That mirror cap actually does look like it might be painted mirror cap. Let me look here. Double check my notes. I thought I had everything figured out. So no, it's not mentioned any kind of difference there. So it will be the same as your in the others there in a way of that mirror cap. And then your back bumper will be body colored as well. Now what you'll also get is you're going to get a spray and bed liner with this package. So that's why you can't get the bed utility package, and also reason why it's more expensive than the others, because you can say, well, it's not really, they just changed the color for the grille and such. It does get you a bigger wheel, also does get you the spray and bed liner is included, and it does include the running boards. So when you look at it that way, those running boards are usually about, I don't know, a couple $100 extra cost for those, plus the spray and bed liner about $500 on those. So there's a reason why there's an upcharge to go to the black appearance package from your sport or your chrome if you want to go that route. So those are the three most popular appearance packages. But for this year, you could get the splash package, and there's several variations on that. But what's standard is what the vehicle you did see earlier when we had it in the building. So I'm going to go back to the clip that we recorded for that and show you what the splash appearance package and what's included in that package on a physical vehicle that we happen to have here on the lot.
Now we're going to talk about the splash package. Now there are several versions of the splash package. We're talking about the standard splash package, which is available right now on your Rangers. The others are going to be a very limited run of those for 22, and we'll talk about those here in just a little bit. So splash package here is available, does require to have the 301A or 302A equipment group, and is not available with any of your appearance packages. So it's not available with the sport appearance package, or your chrome appearance package, or your black appearance package, or the other splash packages, and it's not available with the Tremor Off-Road Package either. So you're not allowed to get that because it has its own dedicated appearance to it as well. So I'll kind of go over all that, so that way you know some of those features. So now on the front up here, you will see the dedicated grille to this package. You're going to get that black mesh grille with the black bars that go through there, black surround with the orange accented nostrils is what they call that here. So real nice dedicated grille to this this package. Also, the bumpers are going to go to a black steel painted bumpers up here. So real nice look to it on the front. Now, if you do have the FX4 Off-Road Package, which is available with this, as well as the FX2 package, but if you're a 4x4 with the FX4 Off-Road Package, you're also going to have that exposed bash plate up there. So just like what you would get with the FX4, you're still going to get that with this package too. Now moving over here to the side, you will see the dedicated wheel that comes with this package. It's an 18-inch black matte wheel. So great looking wheel there. Does not a glossy look to it, but a nice matte finish to it. You will have, of course, all-season tires if it's two-wheel drive, all-terrain tires if it's 4x4, and of course the dedicated all-terrain tires that comes with the FX2 or FX4 package. That won't change any. Tires will be specific to what the other ones. It's really dedicated more towards this wheel here. You will have the black painted wheel lip molding. So instead of the body colored from the standard equipment or the gray from the sport package, you're going to have black wheel lip moldings here. Fender badge as well is going to be black. So the Ranger XLT as well as the Surround is going to have a gloss black finish to it there. You also see the graphics across the side. It does have that nice splash graphics. It's a matte finish with an orange accent on there. Comes across all doors, comes down. Love that look there. And then you're going to see it wrap around here in the back, and you can also see it on the tailgate too, and above those tail lights back there. And then the 4x4, if you have 4x4, FX2, FX4, any of those like that are going to have the dedicated orange accents to those. Where you normally see red, they're going to be orange accent on the 4x4. Now we're going to talk about also on the back, not only that tailgate, the graphic, but your bumper is going to be that black painted rear bumper, just like the front one up there too. Now you can get a couple options. I want to talk about those before talking about some of the interior features. Here on the side, you can add as optional equipment the running boards on the side, so that is available for you to add those black running boards, and just like we did on this particular vehicle. Also, you can go with the graphic delete. So it would take the graphics off the side over here, take it off the tailgate and back here. You would still probably see the orange accent on the 4x4, but it would take the side graphics off the vehicle as well as the graphics off the tailgate. So if you want to go with that option, you can do that too. On the interior, you're going to see the dedicated interior as well. So with this, you're going to see the nice premium cloth seats. You're going to see the carbon fiber side bolsters there, the orange accents and stitching on the seats. You're going to see those on the leather boot and a shifter knob for the brake, as well as the shifter knob, both of those, as well as on the steering wheel too. The orange stitching in there too. So great accents to the interior as well as all the extra you get. So pretty cool little package. Again, splash package, not available with the other appearance packages or your Tremor package, but is available as long as you have the 301A or 302A equipment group.
Okay. Now, so I covered the splash package there in that clip, and one of the things I want to do is kind of talk about one thing I forgot to mention in that clip, and that is on the splash packages. This one, as well as the next two we're going to talk about, do require to have the Super Crew cab configuration, not available in the Super Cab configuration. Just want to let you know that on that package. Now, there are two limited edition packages for this year. They're going to be very limited run as well. We now can already order one of them, but the other one's not available to order yet. That's a late availability. And so first one I want to talk about is the Sand Edition splash package. So if I click on that one here, we're going to click on it here. Now it does get a dedicated color, so it's only available in one color, and that is Desert Sand, and does take away, of course, the Velocity Blue as well as the original splash package, because now we're Splash Sand Edition, so it's going to take that away, as well as the orange accent decal on the side. So as you can tell there, it takes the decal away from the side. That's one of the differences on this. Also dedicated Desert Sand exterior color. Couple other differences. Most of the things are the same wheel, a lot of the same accents, you know, on the vehicle as well. But one of the things that is different is your grille. As you can tell now, you're going to see the magnetic painted grille surround, as well as the bars going across there. You will see the red nostrils instead of the orange like we did see in the original splash package. So that is one dedicated difference to this one, getting the orange accent. So then also on the side, you'll see the 4x4 will be a red X. Of course, two-wheel drive will not have a graphics on the side. If it's FX4, you'll have FX4 decal with the red accent on there, just like you typically see with the FX4 package. So that's one of the differences. The fender vent as well is going to have a gray surround as well instead of that black. So a couple differences there on that, and of course an exclusive color to this one here. Now the other one that's available on, and let's also talk about the interior. Interior is a little different than the one we just talked about, the original splash package, because it had orange accents inside. This in here is the same seat configuration with the carbon weave there, but it's going to be Asher, I think they call it Asher Gray accents and stitching on it. So if I go to 360, we can get a better clip of this. So you can kind of see this. Since we don't have it physically here, we have to manipulate a little bit. So there you go. There's kind of a look to those seats. So as you can tell, instead of the orange accents stitching, you're going to have a gray accent stitching on these with that carbon weave stitching in there. So still real great looking interior, but both these two packages will have the same interior look to them. So let's go to the Forest Edition. That's the other one that's available. And the Forest Edition is actually starting production, and they started scheduling those editions for the 500 run they're going to do just this month, actually. And we did get one scheduled for a scheduled build date. So click on the Forest Edition. It does tell us the change. That one comes in only the forged green. So forged green exterior color, of course, no graphics on the side like the original Splash package. And then, of course, you'll notice the grille, same as the Sand Edition. So same grille, same bumpers. Really, it's going to look identical to it, with the difference is the exterior color. So it depends on if you want these two limited edition colors for 22 for the XLT trim, you can either pick the Forest or the Sand, and you're going to get those two exterior colors with a unique dedicated look to it that's only available for this year. Well, it's probably available in other years, but for this year, it's since it's a late availability, they're only going to produce 500 of each of these for this year, which is really cool. We do have a Forest Edition on order, and to have a scheduled build date, and then the Sand Edition probably be another month. They'll probably start producing those a month after, and so we'll probably start seeing those scheduled here in about a month from the production of this video. So now, I wanted to cover the Splash Edition package. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to reset this, and let me talk about a few other packages that are also available for you that we typically see on the 301 and 302A equipment group. So the next package I want to talk about is the Tremor Off-Road Package. Now again, Tremor Off-Road Package, adding this, as you can see here, does of course change, because we just had the Forest Edition Splash package, of course, not available with the Tremor package. So it does have us take that off, or remove that forged screen, as well as all the Splash appearance packages and everything like that. So we're going to add this. Now the Tremor package doesn't just give you an off-road appearance, but some great performance out of this. This is your true off-road truck here that you're going to want. So it's going to give you a great look, gives it an appearance package, but also some great off-road technology. Now let's talk about the appearance first. As you can see with this here on the front, you are going to get the magnetic outside magnetic bars and the red nostrils here. So just like we did see in the other two Splash packages, the Sand and the Forest Edition, also gets you the black bumpers up here. Or the magnetic painted bumper, I should say. Now I do want to change this just a little bit, because I'm going to change my exterior color, because I want you to be able to see the impact of this. See the white's available. There you go. So you can kind of see the impact of that right there. So it does get the black bash plate on the front up here with this addition. So it looks real cool on there. Does give you, it takes out the air dam there, so that way it gives you a front nice bash plate up there for if you want to do some off-road, a little more clearance that way and everything right there. Great look. Now you'll see the fender flares are different. So they're not wheel lit moldings. They are a little bit of a bump flare. So it is magnetic painted over there, so they stick out just a little bit. Does give you the upgraded off-road Tremor wheel there. And let me look at my notes. 17-inch magnetic alloy wheel, so dedicated to the Tremor package, as well as an all-terrain off-road wheel. And they describe it not as an all-terrain tire, but an off-road wheel. It's a 265/70 R17 all-terrain tire, so made to go off-road. Magnetic fender vent surround right there too, and then you are going to get over here on the side, you're going to get a dedicated running board over here. So it's a more of a hoop step on those, so they are textured. If you've seen like the Raptor style, it's that type of material here on the side. Great look. I can't get a really good image of this one here, but they're really cool on how the running boards look. Standard equipment on this package. And then you're also going to get the Tremor back here on the back of the bed. That's also going to be standard. And then on the back of it, you're going to see the magnetic painted rear bumper too on the vehicle. Now let's look at the interior inside, because you will be dedicated as well. Let me go to I just like to go to the 360 view. It looks so much better on this. So 360 view there. It does have a little bit different look to it, more of a Miko suede inserts, if you can tell that. I don't know if you can tell from that angle. It does get you the Tremor on the back as well, embroidered Tremor there. So real nice cloth seat there with the Miko suede inserts. So real nice interior there. So great look there. But you'll notice too a couple different things too. You're gonna see those gauges. Now I don't know if I mentioned this is only available on the 301A, 302A Super Crew version only. Forgot to mention that earlier, but you're gonna have that, and you're gonna see these upfitter switches right there on top of the dash. So that is gonna be dedicated. So you get your own upfitter switches for this model as well. And then of course we're gonna kick out of here, show you some different performance upgrades that this has on it. Go back to the exterior here, so you can kind of look at that while I kind of talk about this. So I've got to check my notes on this because there's so many things. You get trail control that's included with this. You're going to also get the terrain management system as well. So a lot of the same types of performance and off-road capabilities as you see with the Bronco, really, and even your F-150 Tremor and F-250 Tremor having the terrain management system and trail control that comes along with that. So great and how that all works together. Also, you do get the electronic locking rear differential with this. That goes along with this. And then, of course, off-road screens and off-road tuned suspension as well. So you're going to have the off-road, those nice Fox dampers with the rear reservoirs. And so real nice upgrades, giving you all the different off-road capabilities. Skid plates underneath as well, like you'd see in your, it's also included in your FX4 package. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. The upfitter switches also gives you, of course, all the off-road capabilities. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, you also do get all-terrain weather mats too, or all-weather mats, the tray-like mats that come along with that. So real great capability. So this is a great package. FX4 is a good off-road package, but this takes it a step further. This gives you some great performance in it and off-road capabilities, and giving you a lot of those different controls, and just a great look that goes along with it. So FX4 package is more of capabilities, whereas this one's going to take it a step further and give you the look and step up performance even more with this package. Now I want to talk about two other off-road packages you can get. A little different than the Tremor package. Tremor package just goes all the way on that one, but you can have the FX4 or FX2 package. We'll talk about it first, or the FX4 package. Now the FX2 package, just like you would think, does require to have two-wheel drive. So we did go back here and select two-wheel drive. Super Crew is available in Super Cab as well, so maybe we'll go Super Cab so you can see that. Super Cab two-wheel drive is required. Super Cab or Super Crew two-wheel drive, not available with 4x4, of course, but it's available in any of the equipment groups. So even like this in here, we selected the 300A on this Super Cab two-wheel drive, and this is available with this. So we're going to go to packages and select the FX2 package. There it is. So it's a $595 package. So if we select that, shouldn't require anything else. There you go, FX2 package. You can click on the eye on any of these. You can get more information about these packages, what's included, if you'd like to. I like to kind of go around the vehicle and I'll kind of highlight it from my notes. Should be the same thing. Now, one of the things you'll notice is a few things here, and this gives you some off-road capabilities. So it is going to give you the electronic locking rear differential with this. The two-wheel drive, but electronic locking rear differential does give you the exposed front tow hooks up here on the front. I don't know if you can see that. There does give you the steel bash plate up here too, so a little bit different look. You did see how that changed the look to the lower bumper to a bash plate up here, so you will have that on there too. You will also get off-road tuned suspension that goes along with it, like you might see on the Tremor package, but you do not get the upgraded shocks like you do with the Tremor package, but then you do get upgraded tires to this, so all-terrain tire upgrade for this package, and you get the graphics on the side that tell you it's the FX2 with the F and the X and that red accent right there, and you get an off-road cluster screen as well. So when you get it going, because of the off-road capabilities, you're going to get an off-road screen for that capability. So this takes that two-wheel drive. If you need to take it out, out on the farm or something out in the fields, this is a great package. If you don't need it, you just need some traction. Yeah, you want to kind of protect it and that kind of thing. You're going to get those upgrades to the electronic locking rear differential, the front bash plate up there with exposed front tow hooks, and then it does give you the upgrades with with all those other capabilities we kind of just mentioned. So the off-road suspension as well. So that's what's thinking of there. Now, if you go to the FX4 package, we do have to go to 4x4, and again, is available in any of your equipment groups there, and available in Super Cab or Super Crew. To show you that and make an impact on that, we're going to leave it as a Super Cab, and then go into our build. There we go. Went into it. Now go down to packages. You can click at the top, goes right to your packages. We're going to leave it on the 300A to kind of prove my point here. If you go down to the FX4 package, again, $12.95 for this one, does upgrade. So there you go. So it gives you the front bash plate like we did see in the FX2 package, as well as your decal on the side. So you can see that same look there. You do get skid plates with this package, which you don't see on the FX2. The electronic locking rear differential. You also get, just like with your Tremor package, you're going to get the terrain management system, and you're going to get trail control as well included with this package, so that it steps up the off-road capabilities for you, but not quite as much, and doesn't give you the appearance like the Tremor package does. The Tremor package gives you off-road capabilities as well as the appearance there. FX4 says, I just want to be able to go off-road. I don't need that look. You know, this is for work, whatever it might be. Give me that FX4 package, skid plates, and all those capabilities. Of course, just like with the FX2, you're going to get the off-road tuned suspension, as well as the screen and the cluster. It does remove the air dam on the FX4 package. It says it keeps it on the other. When on this image, it shows you a front bash plate on there. The order guide does not mention on the FX2 package you getting the front bash plate. It just mentions that you get exposed front tow hooks. So I'm not sure what it's going to look like. We don't really have any in stock right now to be able to show you that, but there's a great option there for you. Again, this package is not available with your Tremor package, but FX4 package is available with a lot of your sport appearance packages. So if you want to go FX4 with the sport instead of the Tremor, that kind of thing, you could do that as well. Just like with the FX2, you can get the FX2 with the sport package, black appearance package, a lot of those other packages. So that's the capability. So if you want, nice appearance package, you don't like the Tremor appearance, maybe you want a splash package, you want that graphic, you can go with the FX4 and the splash package, and they're compatible. So that would be the reasoning for these packages here. Some other packages I want to talk about. There are a lot of packages I mentioned. So let's move on to the next package. Now, two more packages I want to talk about before we move into the standalone options that are available. And this first one is the bed utility package. Now, this package is not compatible with a lot of different things. It's not compatible with your bed extender, not compatible with your bed covers for some reason. I'm not sure why, because you would think the bed covers could go right on top of it. I would probably say get your bed covers afterwards anyway. Not available with your black appearance package, because the black appearance package comes with a spray and liner. And when we get into these features, you'll see why. And so it's not available with your spray and bed liner. So this package available in any of your equipment groups, by the way, any of your cab configurations as well. So you can see there, it does give you the drop-in liner as part of this package, and you get a 12-volt outlet in the back. I should say 12-volt plug is what they call it, not an outlet. So you're going to get that. So because the bed extender doesn't work with this, because it covers up the holes that you would put the bed extender into, and then I'm not sure why it wouldn't be compatible with the bed covers, but they're not allowing it to be compatible with that. Black appearance package, as well as the optional spray and bed liner, they come with the spray and bed liner. So if you're wanting a drop-in bed liner or a bed liner like that, this is a way to go. This package includes the drop-in liner with the 12-volt plug. Now, the other package you can get that's available for you, and that's available on the 301 and 302A equipment group, and that is a technology package. So technology package, this is a package that's going to give you adaptive cruise control. So if you're wanting that, so let's go back here and go into the technology package and click on that. So if I click on that, it tells you there that it's available in the XLT 301 or 302A equipment group. The technology package includes your adaptive cruise control. So adaptive cruise means if you're coming up behind somebody, you're going to go the same speed as them. So it's going to slow you down to go their speed until you pass them, and then you can resume. So that's adaptive cruise. You can set your gap, and that kind of thing. Even should bring you to complete stop with the adaptive cruise on the Ranger as well. And with this, you're going to also get the front sensing system. So, especially if you go up to that 301A equipment group, but you're going to have that, or the 302A, you're going to get the rear sensing as well as the front sensing with this. So as you're pulling forward in the garage and that kind of thing, it's going to let you know that. And this is where you're going to get your navigation system with this package as well. So giving you the on-screen navigation that a lot of people like to have. So this is another package, again, available in the 301A or 302A equipment group. So let's talk about some exterior standalone options. Now, standalone options means you can get just one of these. It's just one thing. So let's kind of talk about a few of these here that are available on the build price here. So if you're under the exterior options, and I did actually choose a 300A, so you could see it's 4x4, but that shouldn't matter too much. But if you go down to exterior options on that tab, then we're going to start going down that. Some of these are actually accessories, and they're not like necessarily standalone options. So we're going to skip over some that are accessories and cover those in just a little bit, because I'm going to kind of tell you why you should maybe think about holding off on some of those anyway. Now, some of these here, as we mentioned, we're going to go down, are available on the Tremor package. I did not mention when we were talking about the Tremor package, so I'll tell you that right now. And this Tremor body side graphics on the side is something you can add. So I'm going to click on the eye just so I don't have to refresh everything. There you go. So you can add the Tremor graphics package. Now, I will tell you that will slow your build down. If you're building a new vehicle and getting a custom order, this will slow your build down. So it does give you the graphics on the side as well as on the hood. Really cool look to it, but that is something that is slowing builds down right now, but it's something you can add as optional equipment on your Tremor package. So I forgot to mention that earlier and wanted to make sure I covered that right here. So then moving down, I'm gonna hold off on these graphics for just a little bit, but you can get these different graphics, and again, the graphics are holding up your builds as well. So and thinking about that, there's a couple different ones. You have a pixelated graphics gray right here, and let me look at my notes. Those the gray ones are available. These here are available on any of your equipment groups. So even a 300A, you can add these to them if you want to, and it gives you these pixelated kind of look to the graphics here. Again, as you can see here, it's not available with the Chrome appearance package or splash, or with your paint protection film because of that what they have to put on. And I would put that on there anyway because that'll hold up your build. But none of were available with those, but does show here with the black. And of course, look, there it did actually mention in that note there, it says combined with the black appearance package requires the shadow black exterior paint for some reason. So just keep that in mind if you go that route. There you go. So that kind of cool look if you want that. You also have the black one, which is down here a little bit further. Pixelated black that is available. That does require you to have the 301 or 302A equipment group and gives you more black in the pixelated look there. As you can see, not available with the shadow black color or the Tremor or the splash. So anything that already gets a graphics on the side, it's not available with those. So it's pretty easy to kind of remember that and think about it that way, is that you don't get anything already has the side graphics or hood graphics. It's not compatible with that package that gets those types of graphics. So there you go. So that's available on those as well. So if you want to do that. And then I, of course, talked about the Tremor body side graphics. Just kind of checking some of these off. And I mentioned with the splash edition package, you can do the delete on that and it takes the graphics off. We mentioned that during that splash edition package there. Now moving on down through these bed covers, that's more of an accessory as well as a bed extender. Splash that as well as an accessory. A lot of those will be done at a different plant after they build your truck. It takes a little bit longer to get those put on, but just keep that in mind as well. Now let's talk about these running boards. The 5-inch rectangular chrome running boards does require the chrome package. So if I click on the eye, it tells you this is available in the 301 or 302A equipment group and does require the chrome appearance package. So if you want the chrome boards on the side, you can get that as a standalone option on the 301A or 302A equipment group. Also, the black boards. Now, these here are available on different options. Now, normally you'd see that as being available on the sport appearance package, like you see there. It's available there, as well as you can add it to the splash package, or you can add, of course, it mentions the XL appearance packages and such there, but also on any of your trim, on any of your equipment groups as well. So just keep that in mind, and it's included in your black appearance package. So that's your more common board that's basically available across the board, even on the 300A. And doesn't require you to get an appearance package to add that on there, but can be added to the other appearance packages as well. Then, of course, moving on down, reverse sensing, we mentioned earlier, is included in the 301A equipment group, but you can get it as an optional equipment on the 300A. So that's how you can get that. So you can get the reverse sensing with the 300A, and but again, it's included in the 301 or 302A equipment group. So if you don't want everything as part of 301A, but you want the reverse sensing safety feature, you can add it as a standalone option. Engine block heaters also, that is available on any of your equipment groups. Can add that. Of course, gives you the plug in the front, so cold weather states, keep the vehicle outside a lot. This might be why you might want that. So those of you that deal with this a lot will know you want this on there. Make sure you include that in your build. Otherwise, it won't get built without it unless you include that from the factory. Remote start. Now, this is included. Remote start is included in the 302A equipment group, but can be added to a 300 or 301A equipment group if you want to. So that is a standalone $195 option if you want to add the remote start. And then the secure code passive, that's actually under the accessories section for the exterior. But let's move into a few interior options now and move down to that. Okay, so moving down to the interior options here, there really aren't too many. And actually, I forgot to mention something on the exterior options up here, talking about a couple wheels. I was looking at the exterior information and it clicked right past the wheels. There are 2 wheels that are available as optional equipment. There is an 18-inch magnetic painted wheel here. So click on that. It does require you to have the 302A equipment group. So that is required to have that, but it also does require to have the sport appearance package. Notice that, of course, 302A comes standard with the sport appearance package, but you can't get that wheel with the chrome appearance package. But speaking of that, if you want to go with the chrome 18-inch wheels, as long as you have the chrome appearance package, you can get this wheel as well. I believe that wheel does also requires a 302A equipment group too. So those 2 upgraded 18-inch wheels, if you want to get those, you can. Now moving on down to the interior features here, there are a couple different, there's really only one major one outside of some accessories, which we're going to get to those in this next section of the video. But if you move down, auto start stop removal, so you can include that. It gives you basically deducts, it's like $50, I think, off of your price if you want the auto start stop removal. Most of the vehicles that are built from here on out will have that taken off of them, unless you have the Tremor package, of course. And auto start stop removal is available in any of your equipment groups. And the last thing we'll talk about is the outlet. So actually, it's already clicked because we accidentally clicked over to that, but if you click on this, you can get the outlets in the back, 2 USB ports on the back of the console. Of course, it is included in the 301A or 302 equipment group, but it's available on the 300A if you want it. So if you want to add that, a couple different things that are available on the 300A without having to go clear up to the 301A, and this is one of those items. And then something I didn't mention for the exterior features, it's kind of more of a functional feature, and that is electronic locking rear differential. So if you want to have that, it is available on any of your equipment groups. It allows you, if you want to go off-road, I just need a 300A. You can include the electronic locking rear differential on your build as a standalone option on any of your equipment groups. Now let's talk about some accessories. So going down, we're going to go back up to the exterior and talk about accessories. Now, one of the things that you want to look at here when it comes to accessories is a lot of these, I would say, don't put on your vehicle if you're ordering these from the factory. These can all be added to your vehicle after you get it, and a lot of times there's constraints that it takes longer for them to put them on there. A lot of times your orders get overlooked if they have some of these on there. So now scrolling down through some of these options, you do have the splash guards that can be added to your vehicle. So splash guards, mud flaps, front and rear, $130. So that can be added to your vehicle. Any of your equipment groups, it's available. Don't believe it's not available with the Tremor package, as it mentions right there in your notes, but it kind of gives you a real nice look to those. Those are available, and for you can add those as well. And then moving down, some other accessories here is your bed cover. So you have 3 options on bed covers. You have a soft folding bed cover. And if I click on this eye, it should give us an image of that. That's the cheapest route to go. Available, not available with your bed utility package for some reason, but is available on any of your other equipment groups. Not a real good image of that, but it's a tri-fold soft bed cover, and again, something you can add to your vehicle later if you want to. Hard tri-fold is about twice as much. It's about $1,000. You want to go that route, and this is a better look of how that works, but it's a tri-fold bed cover. So hard folding, doesn't say tri-fold. Not available with the bed utility package, but available in any of your other equipment groups, and it can be added to your truck. And then you do have the retractable bed cover, $16.95, and you can put that on there. That's I think that's a Retrax brand. Not available with your bed utility package for some reason, But you can add this to your bed utility package later, because it looks like, I'm not sure why it wouldn't go on there unless the drop-in liner like somehow affects it to where you can't clamp it down onto the rails, but that's usually how those are installed. But there you go, available in any of your equipment groups as well with that. Pickup bed extender as well. That's something you can add to your truck. You can see it there. So available in any of your equipment groups. Not available in the bed utility package because you couldn't be able to get to the things to hook it in there. Should be able to take that out when you want to and rotate. It should swing inside if you want to kind of give you a contained compartment back there. Bed extender can be added. Again, something can be added on your vehicle. You can install it yourself real easily. It'll come in and out. Spray and bed liner, something you can get from the factory. And as you can see there, it does have the Ford emblem on the back. That is something people really like. That's why they want it from the factory. We're finding out on the Mavericks and on the F-150s that if you put a spray and bed liner in, it does take longer to get yours scheduled. So keep that in mind. Again, not available with the bed utility package, but is available on any of your equipment groups. And then moving on down, you have this paint protective film. So you can put that on there. It's kind of like it actually is showing that on the front of it. So not available with your Tremor. Anything with the graphics on it, it's not available with those. So the pixelated graphics, your hood graphics, your Tremor package, not available. Is available with any of the side graphics. Anything with the hood graphics would not be available. They put that protective film on the front part of the hood as well as on your bumpers to protect it. So that's a protective film, kind of like a clear bra, some people will call that on their vehicles. Let's see what else we have. Moving on down, the secure code keyless entry body colored keypad. So it's body colored this year, which is really cool. Add that to your vehicle. It is basically like an extra remote because you just set up your own code, and it'll give it to you. See if I can get a close up here. Click on the eye. There you go. So this year is now body colored instead of being black, which is really cool. That it's added that accent to it, and is available on any of your equipment groups as well. So those are some of your exterior available accessories. You also have your floor liners. You can get those with or without your mats. So if you never use your floor mats, you want the all-weather mats, you can do them without. Save yourself $40 if you go that route. And then I think that's about it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. These upfitter switches are only available on that Tremor package. I think that covers all of your accessories right there and everything on this video so far. So I think that's covered everything there. And here's where your electronic locking differentials would be if you want to select that. So if you're wanting to get a vehicle, you want to order it, that kind of thing. A lot of people are especially ordering right now. It's about the best way to get the best deal. There's some dealers that are marking their vehicles up even on custom orders. We are not here at McArthur, so if you struggle to find a dealer, you can contact us. We can order a vehicle for you. We can have it delivered to your door. We're doing MSRP on all of our custom ordered Rangers. No markup on those, and we are doing free delivery if you finance the vehicle with us. So the way how we pay for that, very transparent, is that we pay for the shipping through the finance deal. So we get a reserve from the finance company that pays for it. That's why we cap it at $1,000. So we do we do pay for up to $1,000 of the shipping. If you finance the vehicle with us under standard rates. So that's usually how that works. A lot of people are going to finance anyway, and they'll go that route and have it shipped to them as well. So so that's something we're doing. We do have a $500 dealer fee. No other markups. We don't add any other meaningless add-ons that without your permission. If you want it on there, you can put it on there. But we do not do that and require that on our vehicles. So just keep that in mind if you want to work with us. If you want to build your vehicle right off of here, you can go down to this section here. You can print it, you can share it, send us the PDF, and that allows us to be able to build it for you and order it through us if you want to. So feel free to do that. You can call. The numbers are on the screen there. If you call, or you can even send us a text message. You can email us. You can go to our website, fill out a custom order form, and it gets us that information so we can start making that connection with you if you want to do that. So again, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that red subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed over to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified the next time we have another video upload to YouTube channel. If you did like this video, you probably like some of our others, but smash that like button. I'd appreciate it, and it really helps out the video. And of course, don't forget, we're all over on social media. We're at McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to follow me, you can find me at Tim Bartz on Twitter as well. And I post a lot of different Ford news, updates, and information on my Twitter account, so feel free to follow me there. And until the next video, we'll see you later. Hopefully this video helped you out in your research for a new Ford Ranger XLT trim. Thanks.